African oil, African diamond.
In the wake of Raila Odinga's passing, Kenya's political landscape is shifting once again. And at the heart of that transition lies a question that could redefine opposition politics. Who will carry the torch in Nyanza? The land that has long stood at the center of Kenya's democratic struggle. Welcome to Inside the Calling. We look at some factors that will be determined by this particular matter. First, historical identity and political continuity. For decades, Nyanza's political identity has been shaped by resistance from Jaramogi Oginga Odinga to Raila Amolo Odinga. This is a region defined not by privilege but by principle. A reformist bloc, skeptical of centralized power, yet deeply committed to justice, inclusion, and equality.
Siaya County is one of the counties that are going to benefit from those allocations.
Supporting President William Ruto in 2027 would mark a profound psychological and ideological shift, for Ruto represents a system the region has long challenged. In contrast, Kalonzo Musyoka, though a member of Kenya's elite, has walked the opposition path alongside Raila for years. He carries the weight of shared struggle, a bond of loyalty that in Nyanza speaks louder than political promises.
We pay taxes for services we never receive.
Secondly, emotional and symbolic loyalty to Raila's allies. Now, politics in Nyanza is not just a contest of ideas. It's a story of emotion and memory. After Raila's death, the emotional tide favors those who stood beside him, not those who opposed him. Kalonzo's steadfast partnership in the CORD and NASA coalitions earned him respect across Nyanza. To many, he is the most faithful ally, the one who stood with Baba. President Ruto, meanwhile, remains tied to the rivalries that defined Raila's final political battles, a reminder that trust, once lost, takes time to rebuild. Thirdly, trust deficit and historical grievances. Now, decades of political exclusion and perceived marginalization have left deep scars. Many in Nyanza still believe that the centers of power, that is from KANU to Jubilee to Order, have failed to embrace them fully. Even as Ruto extends a hand through development projects and appointments, skepticism lingers that these gestures are tactical, not transformational.
The most important agenda of development and transformation of Kenya.
That they serve optics, not equity. And until that perception changes, the trust deficit remains. Fourthly, Kalonzo as the bridge candidate. For a community in mourning and transition, Kalonzo offers something rare: balance. He is neither a radical break from Raila's legacy nor a complete continuation of it. He is a bridge, calm, conciliatory, and familiar. His message could be powerful: to complete what Raila began and to secure justice, strengthen devolution, and preserve equality. Such language would resonate in Nyanza, especially if championed by the region's governors, MPs, and ODM stalwarts.
The funds which has been established.
And fifth, political pragmatism and opposition cohesion. Now, Luo politics is emotional, yes, but also deeply strategic. In the post-Raila era, the community will ask, who keeps us relevant? Who gives us voice? Kalonzo represents the possibility of unity, a strong, organized opposition capable of negotiating reforms and balancing power. Ruto, already in office, offers inclusion through cooperation, but for many, that feels like surrender, not partnership. And so, supporting Kalonzo could feel like staying true to the reformist spirit, a statement that even in transition, Nyanza does not trade conviction for convenience. At number 6, fear of political dilution and identity loss. Supporting the government in power may bring short-term gain, but for many in Luo Nyanza, it risks losing something priceless: political identity. This is a region that has found pride in standing firm, even in defeat. To suddenly align with Ruto would feel to some like abandoning the Odinga heritage. Kalonzo, on the other hand, provides continuity without compromise, a way to evolve without losing the soul of the struggle. Number 7, regional elite dynamics. Now, behind closed doors, Luo elites, governors, MPs, business leaders are already recalculating their positions for 2027. Most have long-standing ties to Kalonzo through ODM's past coalitions. For them, working with Kalonzo feels natural. Aligning with Ruto and UDA, on the other hand, might alienate their base, a risk few are ready to take. Thus, elite incentives, political access, influence, and identity point towards a Kalonzo alliance. And finally, the political mode of a transition. If Kenya voted today, Luo Nyanza's choice would be clear: cautious, reflective, and rooted in loyalty. President Ruto has made visible strides in outreach and development, but trust is not built in a day. Kalonzo Musyoka, meanwhile, represents something familiar: a bridge of continuity, gesture of gratitude, and a calm voice for a proud people redefining their place in Kenya's future. Politics will always evolve, but as it stands, Luo Nyanza's heart still beats to the rhythm of loyalty, memory, and unfinished dreams. And for now, those dreams seem safest in the hands of Kalonzo Musyoka. From the legacy of Raila Odinga to the uncertain dawn of 2027, Kenya's story continues, and Luo Nyanza's next chapter is only just beginning. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. This is Inside the Calling.